Question: did you know that children who feel closeness to their father are twice as likely as those who don't to enter college or find suitable employment after high school, or 75% less likely to have a teen birth, or 80% less likely to spend time in jail, and half as likely to experience multiple depression symptoms? Ladies and gentlemen, it is something vitally important and necessary for fathers to be in their children's lives. So I have my daughter, who is the oh so beautiful Rain Jones. She is 8 years old, and she's going to share with us 5 characteristics that she believes is necessary for great fathers. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up with the Joneses. 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 The beautiful thing about this is I told her that we are going to do this video. I told her what the subject was, but I didn't ask her what she was going to say. I said, Rain, are you sure you are prepared and ready to list 5 things? And she said she is. And so we're going to list them one at a time, or you want to list them all 5 and then talk about them?
One at a time.
One at a time. Okay, what's quality number 1 that a father should have?
A father should sometimes say yes to a lot of things.
A father should sometimes say yes to a lot of things. That is very interesting, because oftentimes our kids want to have yes days after watching a movie. And so I can understand where she's coming from with that. But if you were to explain it to other fathers that are watching, what does that mean to you?
That means, like, if they ask something.
If the kids?
Yes, if the kid asks something and they really, really want it, you should maybe get it for them. But the next time, if they say something else, you don't have to. It's just, if you wanted to, you could.
Okay, so sometimes you say yes to certain things, and then there's oftentimes, or sometimes you say no. So ultimately, you're saying fathers shouldn't say no all the time.
Yes.
Okay, so that's like me. I don't say no all the time. To be determined. Okay. I like that. Quality number 2, my dear, that you believe all fathers should have.
All fathers should be playful.
Should be playful. That is good. I like that. That's a good lineup so far. And so fathers should be playful. Why is it important for that to be the case?
Because if they're the only child, they need somebody to play with.
Yes.
And that's probably going to be their father.
Okay, but what if they're not the only child like you and Ricky? You have a sibling.
You could try to lock them down.
Oh.
And try to let the other kid try to get them out.
Okay.
Like we do.
Exactly. I was thinking that's a very specific thing that we do. And so we have fun.
Do this at home. It's called lockdown, and my dad.
You just said to do it.
Well, don't. Do it in a nicer way. Don't.
So yes, we do have fun. I do believe in playing and joking around, letting them know that I care about them, spending time with them and things like that. So the way in which I do so is I lock them down. And in other words, like, they can't use their arms are restricted, their legs are restricted. And then they're like, oh, let me out. And then the other sibling try to come, and then usually I'll lock that sibling down too. But all that to say, it's just a fun way to involve both of them in something. But then as well, parents, you get a break, you know what I'm saying? Because if you lock down, all you got to do is just hold them down and just lay there, because you're getting a break. And so it's not like running around.
Hit me.
Yeah, you know, you do other things.
Ear.
You do other things.
Right here.
But at the same time, I love that it's one of your 5 qualities, because it goes to show how beautiful of a time that you ultimately have, even though you're saying, ow, 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 let me go, let me go. So that's cool. So that's quality number 2. What is quality number 3 that good fathers should have?
Letting their children have Alexa.
Oh, that's unique. Okay, so we'll say let the children have Alexa, or like Google Home, or why? Let me understand why, so we can give other suggestions.
So, well, how you should let your children, why you should let your children have Alexa is because she's really, really fun and cool. She plays music for you. She does trivia. She does jokes. She does pretty much everything.
That is true. And so it's connected to my iTunes. Therefore, when the kids go to sleep, they're able to listen to music as they sleep. And so I know that was very helpful for them. And then there's an alarm now that we have to play that wakes them up. So it teaches them responsibility. No longer do Chrystle or I have to come in and wake them up, but they are awoken to the alarm clock, and it tells them the temperature of the day. And so as parents, and what time it is. So as parents and as fathers specifically, and this is a tool that I use because I wake the kids up specifically during the week that I don't have to come in. I set the alarm clock, they wake up, I make sure they stick to it, and they know their routine and regiment throughout the morning until we head out to school. And so what does it do? It teaches them responsibility. It teaches them that it's time to wake up when it's time to wake up to do what you need to do. But then it also shows them sometimes that, hey, if you went to sleep on time the night before, you would have woken up refreshed and ready for an oh so beautiful day. And so that's another thing, because there was a time, I can't say multiple times, but there was a time where I came in from the gym to check on them to make sure they're up and moving, and this one was still in the bed saying, can I get 2 more minutes? Can I get 2 more? Can you get 2 more minutes? I don't know about that.
He came back at like 9 something.
I don't know about all that. Oh yeah, that was a late night. That was a late night. But even in that, here's another statistic that I also want to read, because I believe, and I'll put links down below to them as well. It says infants whose dads play with them have good mental and social outcomes. So that's even cool, as you talked about quality number 2, not even knowing the statistic, because it's a thing. And here's also one more fun fact. Well, I'll share for the next one. What's quality number 4 that you believe fathers should have for their kids?
Quality number 4 should be that you should always love your children.
Ah, okay. And what are ways that fathers could love their children? Because most fathers would say that they do love their kids, but how can good fathers show their love for their kids?
You have to hug them and say, I love you in the night, and you should pray.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Do you believe that I do a good job in showing my love for you? You could be honest.
Yes.
Why did you look like that? You look like the answer may be no.
No.
What are you thinking?
Yes.
So here's my thought, right? This is a good point, because it's point number 4, and I believe it's a good one, because at nighttime, I don't always hug you good night. I will pray with you all, but you'll usually hug your mom, and I'll say that I'll come and pray with you. So are you saying right now that it would be important for you to show my love for you by hugging you as well?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. I can start doing that. Okay.
Okay.
That's an easy fix, because again, you know that I love you. However, I want to make sure that you understand my love for you. And if me giving you hugs at night is a way for me to show my love to you, then I will do that. And even for you fathers, if in this exchange that you just saw, a genuine exchange, if you believe that you're loving on your kids in a vital and special way, but yet if they say, well, no, I need 1, 2, 3 as things that would lead to you showing your love for me, go for it, And I believe that as you continue to be that loving father towards them, they'll not only know that you love them, but through your actions, they'll be able to see that you love them as well. And so even with that, let me share this fun fact. It says children with involved dads have fewer behavior problems in middle childhood and adolescence. And so I do believe that's the case, right? Because we raise our kids to be good kids and great kids, and they know right from wrong. So I believe that even plays a vital role. But nonetheless, in it all, what's number 5, my dear? The last one, the grand finale. What is a necessary thing for good fathers to do for their kiddos?
To be equal.
To be equal? What does that mean, to be equal? That's good.
If you have 2 children, you should be equal by loving them both. You can't just love one and then the other things that you don't love them. You have to be equal with both.
Wow, okay. What are some ways, what's an example of a way that a father could show equal love to their kids if they have more than one?
If one of them are playing on their iPad and the other one dies, is dead, you could say, share with your sister or like your brother.
Okay.
And they could both play a game.
So that really sounds like a sibling issue. But I'm asking about the father. What could the father do to make sure the father shows love? Interesting. Okay. All right. What's another example? That's a good one for the iPad.
If one has to take a nap and the other one doesn't, you could say, why don't you both take a nap?
Okay. So ultimately what you're saying is when something happens with one of them, make sure it happens with both of them.
No.
Oh.
That doesn't have to be the case. If it's something they don't want to do and it's not working, you could say you guys both share, or it's done. They have to do what you say.
Okay. Let me ask you this. At the age of 8 years old, do you believe that it is good for a father to have a favorite child?
Yes.
Why?
Because I just want to know your favorite child.
Say it again?
I just want to know your favorite child.
You want to know my favorite child?
Yeah.
But no. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, why do you believe it's good for kids, or excuse me, for fathers to have a favorite child?
Because you just know who's your favorite, but you still take care of both of them.
That's interesting. Well, I asked that only because you just said that fathers should treat and love their kids equally. However, if there's a favorite, a father would tend to lean towards loving that favorite child more than the other one. So it's conflicting. However, I know you're at the age of 8. Therefore, you may not be able to understand and grasp the whole concept. However, I'm asking you all, posing a question to you all. What do you believe? Do you believe that it's okay for fathers to have a favorite child? If not, let us know in the comment section below. If yes, please let us know as well. And so even with that, I do want to share and say that as a child, I know I had a wonderful father in my life, none other than Rickey Jones Sr. And he was not only a great father in actions, but a great father as a role model as well. And so a lot of things that I do or tend to do, I know I gained that from watching him. And so I say that to say, in this community, right, on these Mondays, I look to assemble a band of men that we can all learn and grow from. And so at the end of the day, know that you won't always get it right. However, if you make the attempt and try, talk it out, feel things out, attempt different things, you'll learn it, whatever it is, right? Whatever fatherhood is to you along the way, because it all looks different, right? Manhood looks different no matter where you are. Maybe you're a farmer, maybe you're a gardener, maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're a doctor. The list goes on. And so I say that with the understanding our dynamics will look differently in that respect. However, the root of it can remain the same and be consistent throughout. But then as well as a father, we can have that same through line or thread line of good and great qualities leading towards great and productive children, which ultimately leads to a great future, right? And or legacy for ourselves. I know you have something that you wanted to share or say. Knock it out.
Who is your favorite child?
I do not have a favorite child. I have the understanding that having a favorite child isn't a good thing. And so I will no longer say I have a favorite child as I once did before. I love you both equally, specially, and uniquely. The two of you require different levels of love and different ways of showing love. So I'm definitely am interested in doing this video with Rickey on it, because that's going to be interesting. At the end of the day, that was good. Alexa was doing her thing in the other room. But nonetheless, my dear, are you done? You good?
Yes.
All right. I hope you all enjoyed today's video featuring none other than my baby girl, Rain Rain. And yeah, fun times, good times. She's not too long waking up from her nap, so there's a lot of stretching and yawning going on, but all is well.
3-hour nap.
A 3-hour nap?
I wanted more, but
I had to wake her up. She has schoolwork to do. But nonetheless, in it all, I love you all. I appreciate you all. Until the next video, peace.